let us discuss about our next topic in Angular JavaScript, which is expressions. Hi, my name is Saishmant and welcome to Skills Drop. In this video, I will give you a brief introduction to expressions in Angular JavaScript. What is expressions in Angular JavaScript? Why expressions, types of data binding, and properties of expressions. Firstly, let us discuss about what is expression. Expressions are used to bind the application data to HTML. It behaves as same as ngBind directive, which is also used to bind the data. The expressions in Angular JavaScript are pure JavaScript expressions. It is written as EXP inside double braces. It contains literals, operators, and variables. But why expressions? They create a bind that frees up the resources once the bind is stabilized, reduces number of expressions that makes digest loop faster, and allows maximum information to be displayed at same time. One-way data binding. It will stop recalculating once they are stable. The main purpose of it is to provide a way to a binding that gets registered and free up resources once the binding is stabilized. One-way binding expressions retain the value of the expression at the end of the digest cycle, as long as that value is not undefined. In one way, data flows only from object to UI. ngBind has one-way data binding. It has shortcut, which displays the scope value. Two-way data binding. Two-way binding ensures synchronization of data between UI and objects. ng model is intended to be put inside of form elements and has two-way data binding. First, the template is compiled on the browser. The compilation setup produces a live view. Any changes applied to the view are immediately reflected in the model, and any changes in the model are propagated to the view. Properties of Angular JavaScript expressions. Context. Expressions are evaluated against a scope object. Forgiving. Expression evaluation is forgiving to undefined and null. Filters. We can use it within expression to format data before displaying it. No control flow statements. Cannot use Angular JavaScript expressions like conditions, loops, or exceptions. No function declarations. You cannot declare the function in an Angular JavaScript expression, even inside ng-init directive. No regular expression creation with literal notation. You cannot create regular expressions in an Angular JavaScript expression. There is an exceptional case, that is using ng pattern, which accepts valid regular expressions. No object creation with new operator. You cannot use new operator in an Angular JavaScript expressions. No bitwise, comma, and void operators. You cannot use bitwise or void operators in Angular JavaScript expressions. Event. Directives like ngClick and ngFocus expose an event object within the scope of that expression. Thank you for watching the video and see you soon.